demonstrate a unique and innovative way to listen to live music. With that, I'll let Mersiv take it from here.
Imagine being in a crowd and speakers are surrounding you and hearing sounds going left and right, front to back, in a circle around you, jumping at different points. After experiencing the Audiosphere on a personal level, it's something that you have to experience in person to be able to truly understand what the Audiosphere is. It's a one-of-a-kind experience. What would I say to fans?
Yeah.
Get ready to have your nose hairs vibrate.
Selector.
My name is Andrew Kirschman. I'm the owner of AKA Event Productions based out of Denver, Colorado. I'm the front of house engineer for the Mersiv Sound Project, and I love all things audio production and nerd stuff.
There have been so many instances where the owner of the venue or the sound engineer of the venue will ask Andrew, how did you do that? Taking something that is not the standard for bass music and then making it support bass music. There's just been so many ways where he has taken something that sucks that we're provided with from a venue and made it way better. He's always thinking outside of the box and trying to figure out a solution to make the best show possible.
I would say the biggest turning point for me personally was when I realized that I could be creative through production, stage design, audio design, that there's more to offer the world than just my own personal music. I had this one instance where I was still playing music in the early 2010s where I thought I played a great set. I get off stage and everyone says, oh, I couldn't really hear it. And transitioning into production for me was being able to provide all the things that I always wanted personally while playing music. And realizing that I could help other artists grow seemed like a much bigger project than just myself. And that was something I could really fully commit to.
Whenever we're collaborating, whether it's for the Audiosphere, some special event that we're hosting as Mersiv, or for festivals or tour setups, having that friendship, there's a lot of trust in there. So there's a different level of confidence on stage with Andrew, mixing front of house.
For me, curating an experience is not just with our clients or the artist. It's about the patron. You go to a show that we put together and they're like, I didn't think that this was possible. That is a win. The Audiosphere is an object-based surround sound system that can be scalable to audiences of all sizes that puts the creativity and the control of that production back into the artist's hands. It's more so about the experience for the artist, making their music, potentially remastering some of their previous music, and then implementing it in a live way that gives them control of the production and the patron experience. It's always in the engineer's hand to kind of be a tool set with the artist or be like part of the band where you're adding to that experience, having some cohesion. And I wanted to explore new ways in which we can set the artist up with a new set of tools that allows them to re-express even some of their previous music in a new way, in a fresh way that's exciting and fun and different.
Soundscape allows for better distribution of sound. That sweet spot that you normally get right in the center of the venue has now expanded out to the entire venue. it allows for much better localization on the stage. When your singer is right in the middle or maybe moving off to one side or the other, we can now take an object, follow that person. This is kind of the future of where audio is going. And I think that's why this is so huge for bringing this to such an iconic place like Red Rocks.
Building an Audiosphere set takes so much more work, intention, and planning compared to a regular set, because you're not listening to audio in your normal standard concert way. It's different.
Being the second deployment, Red Rocks was not the ideal location. And initially, when Mersiv's manager called me, he's like, hey, can we do this at Red Rocks? Our response was most likely not. It seemed like a pretty daunting task at the time.
When you take something the size of Red Rocks, probably the most important thing about it is the planning.
It takes months of planning and preparation on Andrew's end, on my end, on production's end.
It all comes down to making sure that we have very, very accurate venue measurements, exactly where these delay towers can go, exactly where in relation to the main PA everything is. And then from there, kind of create the boundaries of what we can do with soundscape, where we can place sound objects, where we can create localization around the venue, and to really get that kind of surround immersive sound that we're looking for.
Trying new things and pushing the envelope, they have never been done before, like the Audiosphere. It just gives a new burning fuel that I remember having as a kid when I first got into electronic music.
Savage. My relationship with Anderson certainly pushed the way I view audio and what we think is possible and the types of stuff that we want to do. Anderson called me when he was in a space where it made sense to start touring with him regularly. And doing that, the only way that it felt comfortable for me personally was to have a conversation with him. How do we make this more than just me pushing the volume up for you? How can you and I work together to take the live portion of your music to another level? That's been expressed through a bunch of creative ways of like how we mix and tune the PA, down to ideas like the Audiosphere.
Red Rocks! Everybody goddamn move! Come on!
The moment that I was like, it's working, halfway through the set, there was an interlude. The Audiosphere was like restarting and it like called out every totem individually.
Terminal 1. Terminal 2.
If it were to get messed up, it's going to be like obviously apparent.
And Terminal 8. Audiosphere system recalibration complete.
That was the moment that I was like, we did something. This is working.
When you come to a show like this, and you've got electronic music, you've got crazy video, you've got crazy lighting, and I think people are going to come away with this remembering that they experienced something sweet.
This has been a wild ride these past couple weeks, trying to plan and prepare this, and I really hope you guys enjoyed every moment and that it was special for you guys and you can take home this memory and cherish it as long as possible.
Because of the fact that it's such a different experience for the fans and their minds are literally blown, it's just so much more work involved. You're pulling your hair out and thinking of different ways to solve creative problems, production problems, and audio problems. After you get over that hill and after all of that has been accomplished and after the show has been performed, it's so rewarding.
It was special. it was something that it wasn't just audio. It seemed like all departments really got to flourish and utilize the opportunity to do something unique and different. I would like to think that the Audiosphere hopefully influences other production companies and artists to try something different, to utilize technology to push the limits and be comfortable with that little bit of risk right outside your comfort zone to bring something new and exciting. I personally feel that the Audiosphere has given us a leg to stand on and hope that it opens up the doors to be able to do this in new and exciting ways, not just with audio, but stage and production design as a whole for artists all around the world.
Really impressive. Congratulations, brother.
There's just been so many moving parts of this whole thing that I'm like super grateful for, because I'm just one human being and it just takes a village to really implement vision and see that vision come to life. And it's just really, it's fucking awesome. It's so awesome.
And y'all, let's make some fucking noise for Andrew Kirschman making this happen.
If I was going to give advice to an aspiring audio engineer, it would be to not fit the mold of the old stereotypical mean sound guy. Make friends, network, and realize that that all the information and technology we could ever need is at our fingertips, and those relationships are going to help bring opportunities to the table where you can actually utilize some of that knowledge.
Give me a hug, brother. I love you so fucking much.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for trusting the whole process.
Absolutely, bro.
It takes a support system to be able to pursue your dreams. It takes the right people and friends around you. It just takes people saying, hey, maybe it is possible. And I've been blessed with a lot of those people, even to this day, that help keep that on the rails.